ba ninyo si Colonel Ruyena Garma?
Yes, sir. Police ng Davao yan.
Yes. According to her, you have known her since 2012 to 2016 when she was assigned as station commander in Sasa and Santa Ana Police Station, hindi po ba?
Hindi ko I cannot remember the correct
But she is acquainted with you. Totoo po itong paragraph number 7 that you were acquainted with her.
I will accept that.
Now, on paragraph 6, Mr. President, Mr. Chair, which I will read, in May 2016, I received a call from then-President Rodrigo Duterte at approximately 5 a.m., instructing me to meet him in his residence in Doña Luisa, Davao. Totoo po ba ito?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Now, on paragraph 8 po, Mr. President, Mr. Chair, sinabi po niya na doon po sa meeting niyo, he requested that I locate a PNP officer or operative, indicating that he needed someone capable of implementing the war on drugs on a national scale, replicating the Davao model. This Davao model referred to the system involving payment and rewards. Totoo po ba na ito ang pinag-usapan nyo sa meeting ninyo noong May of 2016, Mr. President?
Sir, it's really pretty obvious na I'm talking to a single person and would be inviting another one to join her in the fight against drug. There is the drug enforcement law of the police. That's the unit that is properly empowered to sila yung pumupunta sa akin offering information.
So hindi po ninyo napag-usapan itong sinasabi niya na nagpapahanap po kayo ng isang tao na operatiba coming from the PNP na magpasimuno nitong ikangang Davao model po.
Yung INC, sir, ang isa kasing affidavit.
I will go into that, Mr. President.
Yeah.
Anyway, nung Mr. President, sinabi po niya na initially, nung tinanong mo po sa kanya kung meron po siyang mairirekomenda na tao, ang sabi po niya, wala siyang kilala. But eventually, yung paragraph 10, however, I recalled my upperclassman Edelberto Leonardo, who was handling the CIDG group. So ito po yung inirekomenda ninyo, ni Colonel Garma sa inyo, na magpasimuno po nung Davao model. Totoo po ba ito?
Sir, hindi, sir, because in every police department, meron talagang unit na nag-handle niyan. Drugs, o smuggling. Pupunta yan sila doon sa akin, sir, offering information. Sabi ko, sino pa ang nakaalam? Is there any other police operative who can collaborate your statement? Because I need validation. Naghihingi ng pera, sir, for operation. Hindi naman ako magbibigay ng pera sarili ko. It's always government money. So, pag may kanong dinajamming mo ako ng istorya na ganon, I need to a corroborative statement.
Anyway,
sabi ko,
Mr. President, nagpatuloy pa po siya na sinasabi ho niya na there was a meeting between sa inyo po doon sa DPWH Panakan, Davao. Ang nandun po ay yung si Bakay, Pilela, Grijaldo, Tuson, Indueñas. Ito po ay members po ng Class 97 PNPA and Class 96 PNPA. Totoo po ba yun na nakipag-meeting po kayo dito sa Class of 97 PNPA and Class 96 PNPA doon po sa DPWH in Panakan?
Yes, sir. I do not remember the occasion, but I remember that there was, or almost everybody was there, including the military. Nagipag-usap ako separately from the military pati police kasi hindi magkaintindihan. But in that meeting, I was I was talking to the military, then to the police. Separate sila, pero
During that meeting po, Mr. President, hindi naman po ninyo napag-usapan na gagawa ng task force regarding war on drugs po. Hindi ho ninyo napag-usapan yun during the meeting dun sa Panakan sa Davao between the class PNP of 93 and 96. 97 rather.
I cannot do that, sir, because alam mo naman na only the police can create units or divisions in the police department. Hindi tayo empowered niyan. We are not allowed to create units there. It's not allowed by law.
Binanggit din po ni Colonel Garma, Mr. President, Mr. Chair, doon sa paragraph 22, meron pong mga personahe po na hindi naman mga pulis na isasama daw doon sa ika ng task force. Kilala po ba ninyo si Lester Berganyo?
No, sir. Honestly.
Okay. Si Mr. Romel Bactat po.
Lalo na.
Si Mr. Rodel Serbo po.
No, sir.
Mr. Michael Palma.
No, sir. It's stranger.
And Mr. Peter Panungo. Panungo rather. Okay, Mr. President, Mr. Chair, ito po yung mga individual na, well, I'm just basing this on the affidavit.
Yes, sir.
hope you
I
don't
understand
mind.
it. I understand it.
I'm just going through the affidavit of Colonel Garma. So, Mr. Chair, according to her, these were part of the group of the PNPA 97 and 96 na supposedly who will be the members of the task force with regards to the war on drugs. Now, Mr. Chair, meron din pong binanggit si Colonel Garma tungkol sa reward system. Ito po ba ay totoo po na during the meeting, aside from organizing the task force, the reward system was also mentioned during that meeting, Mr. President?
Yes, sir. I would repeat my statement. If there is a police operation that would need money, at lahat, alam naman ng lahat tayo dito sa gobyerno, there is no ready money for instant, there is an incident of kidnapping and there's a hot pursuit going on, naghahabulan sila, sir. Kailangan nila ng gasolina, pati pera. Nagbibigay tayo ng pera. I pro-police talaga ako. Kaya ako rin nagturo talaga sa police kasi police, pro-police ako. Alam ng Pilipinas yan.
Okay, thank you, Mr. President. Nagsumiti rin po si Ruina Garma ng supplemental affidavit. Doon pa sa supplemental affidavit niya, sa paragraph 5, and I will read, I became aware of the so-called Davao Death Squad through various sources during my assignment in Davao. It was common knowledge among officers that almost all station commanders had special teams designated for specific operations. Although I did not know the identities of these teams, a culture of silence prevailed among police officers in Davao regarding such matters. Pinatutuhanan po ba ninyo itong aligasyon ni Colonel Garma na mayroong Davao Death Squad?
Sir, kung meron man, walang pangalan at
And then, Mr. President,
I will deny it's a very pardon the word, but it's a